Alright, what's up guys? My name is Stratos and welcome to my 700-hour video on MX bikes. It's kind of crazy to believe that I've had the game for over a year and still only at 700 hours. I know a lot of guys that I play with have over 1,000 pretty easily, so I still feel like I'm ahead of the curve. Still putting down some pretty good lap times, getting really close to qualifying for some pro races already. Speaking of qualifying, I actually qualified for my first ever amateur Supercross race at this track right here last weekend. Unfortunately got knocked out in the LCQ. Honestly, just tons of carnage. Got caught in on the first lap and had some chances to make it to the main event, but unfortunately just could not convert. And yeah, just overall, good weekend, pretty satisfied with my speed, definitely feeling more comfortable on the bike. My qualifying time was a 54.9, and my best lap time of the week was a 53.9, so definitely finding some speed, dropping a lot closer to the pro speeds. I think Kelso was running in the 52s, so glad to see that I'm getting closer to him. And yeah, just overall a really good weekend in Supercross. Earlier this week, missed the MXGP race. I honestly can't even remember where they were racing at, so missed it. Had a bunch of stuff on my plate to do. Just got back from Nashville this weekend. Went to watch the IRL Supercross race. If you haven't seen that vlog, definitely go check it out. It's almost 30 minutes of goodness, I guess you could say. Definitely spent a lot of time editing that video. Still messed up one spot. I accidentally added a text layer at Roxon's pit, so my bad on that. But other than that, I think that's the only editing mistake that I made. Yeah, overall, super good weekend in Nashville. A lot of crazy action going on. Garrett and Roxon can get back going soon. I know those guys were injured this weekend and around for the rest of the season. Also, Levi Kitchen. Let's see who else. McAdoo. Sexton, all those guys having some pretty big moments in the main events. So hopefully all those guys can come back strong, finish out the season. 250 class is looking pretty insane. I think that's going to be a fight to the last race. 450, I think Jet's looking really good. I think Jet has it secured as long as he can finish these last two races without crashing or having anything, too crazy go on. I think he's got it in the bag. Kind of surprised by Cooper Webb. He has not had the speed these past two rounds. I think I don't know if the pressure's getting to him or if he just kind of struggled with the tracks. But Tomac has turned it up to a whole nother level. He is insanely fast. He's leading the races pretty early on, but he is not able to close out. And I think that's where Jet is going to get him. Is just Jet's endurance in these races. Just, bar none, matched by nobody. He's just so much faster, so much more consistent. As long as Jet can get out front, at least stay top 3 early on in the race, he's got it in the bag. We saw back, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, he got shuffled down in the field, got a terrible start, and he fought his way back up to, I think, 4th or 5th. But, he can't have too many weekends like that or else it's going to bite him. So overall, this season has been one of the best seasons we've had in Supercross in a minute. 250, 450, both of them having some insanely exciting racing. Super pumped I got to go see 2 races this year. Unfortunately, not going to be able to see anymore. They're all just up north and very far away from me. So, yeah, unfortunately not going to be able to go see them. But got some stuff scheduled for this summer. Looking to maybe go to Redbud to the Nationals. I haven't looked at any of the other ones. I just know that Redbud is one of my all-time favorite tracks, and I definitely got to try to make my way to it. Only about an 8-hour drive, so it's actually closer than Daytona is, so shouldn't be too bad of a drive. I'm gonna go try to stay a whole weekend there. And then also we got Loretta Lynn's, which is in, I think, August. Oof, popped out of that road pretty bad. It's either July or August, so feeling pretty pumped for that as well. Haven't been to Loretta's since Eli Tomac was on the 85. Him and Nico Izzy. So, yeah, it's crazy. I haven't been there in a long time. The tracks pretty much stay the same though, so good times. Still working on trying to find me a dirt bike. I want to try to buy one. I started pretty much a savings account trying to save up for one. And yeah, I'm going to try to get one hopefully this summer. Start riding again. Not sure if I'm going to buy a new bike or a used bike, because I kind of don't want to get a new bike because I feel like I'm going to crash a lot because I haven't rode in 15 years. But at the same time, I don't want to buy a used bike because I don't want to be spending a ton of money on repairs for, you know, people doing whatever to the bikes, you know. So, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I think I might do a cheap used bike, you know, maybe like a Yamaha or something like that. I've seen a couple Yamaha 250s pop up on Marketplace for about $3-4 grand that are relatively new and low hours, so might look at getting one of those to start out with, and then over time go to the a brand new KTM 250. I think that's my goal, is to get a new KTM 250. But yeah, that's my goals for this summer. Gotta buy a bunch of new gear and stuff. I still have a couple like old jerseys and stuff, but it doesn't really fit anymore. Kind of got fat over the past year or two, so definitely gotta work on my endurance and stuff like that as well. But that's enough IRL. Let's go back to bikes. Haven't really changed anything since 600 hours, to be honest with you. I don't know if I covered this in my 600 or not, but I did change my direct lean up to 100%. I changed that at the, I think, second round of the MXGP, and not sure exactly if I felt a difference at all, but I do think I've been riding a lot better since I've done it. So that's been the only big change that I've done. As far as Supercross, shout out to Holmberg for the setups. He's been helping me out with setups for the pro races. This one right here at Nashville, if I would have had this for the amateur race, probably would have ran another second quicker. So shout out to Holmberg and FHR for hooking me up with the setups. I do appreciate it very much. I do feel like my cornering speed is getting a lot better. As you can see right there, my rut riding ability, if that's even a phrase, is still struggling. I'm just having a lot of bad time with these ruts. I don't know if it's the bike or what, but I seem to be dragging my handlebars a lot in the corners. I think it's just because I'm leaned over too much. I feel like my rhythm's getting a lot better. I feel like the tracks are starting to click a lot quicker than what they used to. Pretty much just, yeah, my cornering is what I really got to work on. I know that section right there I was really struggling with, but now it just seems like that's the easiest turn on the track. Like that corner right there, I feel like I'm popping out of the rut a little bit too early, and I'm getting on top of the rut, which is giving me less of a jump face, so I'm not able to make that triple. So just little things like that I got to work on. Not jumping over ruts like that would also be pretty nice. But I'm just happy that I've pretty much solved my whoop problem. I don't crash and whoops nearly often as I used to. Like, if you go back and watch my preseason videos from this year, my whoop section was just the worst thing about me. I could not make it through whoops to save my life. I still struggle with them, don't get me wrong, but I've definitely got a lot better. But it's nice to see the progress is starting to click. Still rocking this KTM 250. We're going to keep rocking it until the new OEMs come out. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a minute since I've done a commentary video. I do apologize yet again. Giveaway for channel members are in 5 days. So if you are a channel member, there is a $50 giveaway. Be sure to go join that, only $1.99. As long as you're a channel member at some point during April, you'll be automatically entered. Drawing is on the 30th on my live stream. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.